how is it all this dirt up under your fingernail? Like, you don't even be doing nothing but sitting and laying and sleeping, and like you just got all this dirt under your fingernail. Anywho,
and Lamar makes that shit.
Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chamira Elaine. For those of you who are new, for those of you who are not new, thank you all so much for coming back and supporting everything I do here with my channel. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you all my 0 to 6 month must-have items for any new baby that's coming. So this video can be for you if you're expecting, if you know someone that's expecting, and so on and so on. Just a disclaimer, Hunter is in his crib because as you can see, I'm in his nursery. So he is in his crib. He might be making a little noise here and there because he does have some toys, because we're gonna get this video done. Okay, if you're interested in seeing my 0 to 6 month newborn item must-haves, then keep on watching. So for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Chamira and I have a now 7-month-old. Like, it's literally crazy. So I kind of compiled a list of all of the items that I felt were absolutely necessary when it came down to just taking care of him as a newborn, like things that I feel like made transition or the process of motherhood just a little bit easier, because motherhood is a job, 4-5 different jobs. The first must-have item that I have is the Fridababy Nose Snotsucker. I think that's what it's called. It sounds very disgusting, trust me. Like, when I was looking up things that I needed for a newborn, or even I kept seeing this snot sucker thing, and I was a little skeptical at first because you do have to literally suck the snot out, but I thought that that was a little bit more efficient than the regular like bulb one that the doctors use. Honestly, Hunter has maybe only gotten sick once, but the snot sucker came in handy. The next item is also a Fridababy item. I honestly love a lot of the Fridababy and Frida Mom items. Okay, so the next item is the Fridababy nail clipper. Now, as a new mom, I was super nervous about clipping Hunter's nails just because I didn't want to actually like clip his skin or have it hurt. Like, you just have all of these different anxieties when it comes to like having a baby. So when I saw the nail clipper that Fridababy had, it made sense. Like, it's super safe, it's not as sharp per se, it's a curved edge so that you can kind of see the nail before you actually clip it. It's just so efficient. The third item, again, is a Fridababy item. I actually just bought it. I feel like back when I was like getting stuff for Hunter when he was a newborn, I did not see this. I don't know if it's new or what, but it's a 3-in-1, I believe. It's a earwax picker, a nose booger picker, and an under the nail like dirt picker. It has made life so much easier. First of all, I don't know if y'all have seen some babies like fingernails, but I just be trying to figure out, how do we get so dirty? How is it all this dirt up under your fingernail? Like, you don't even be doing nothing but sitting and laying and sleeping, and like you just got all this dirt under your fingernail. Anywho, but I was trying to stick my big old nail up under his nail. It just didn't work. Now that I have this tool that allows me to like get the dirt up under his nail, it's amazing. It is not sharp at all. I believe it's like made of like this silicone rubber material, so I use that pretty often. And then it has the earwax picker as well as a little tool to get the boogers out. Now, the earwax picker I do use because I don't use cotton swabs or anything like that for his ear. I also use the booger one, which brings me to my now 4th item. It's called the OogieBear. I believe that's what it's called. But it's pretty similar to the nose picker that is attached to the Fridababy one that I'm talking about. But the OogieBear is just specifically used for boogers. It's literally the same type of tool. I do have both. One I keep in the diaper bag, and then one I just keep here in his dresser just to have on hand to use, because babies do get a lot of boogers and I hate seeing boogers in Hunter's nose. Like, I make it a priority to look at his nose just so I can dig out the boogers, okay? The next item that was a must-have for me was any type of oil. Right now we're using sweet almond oil. Let me just give you all a little bit of background. I have very sensitive skin. Ever since I was born, that is something that my mom has told me. So I kind of took that information and applied it to my son, and I just didn't want to be putting anything on his body that was like too harsh or would break him out. So I do use the Aveeno, the soap and shampoo, but I don't use the Aveeno baby lotion. I use sweet almond oil. I just find it to be a lot better as far as moisturizing his skin. He has not broken out from it. I also put a little bit in his hair to keep it moisturized. I swear by the sweet almond oil, I love it so much. Another thing too is when he does break out or like has a scratch, I will mix a little bit of my breast milk with the sweet almond oil and it works wonders. Fun fact, if you have checked out our baby bath routine, you will see me using it, okay? So check out that video. The next item that is a must-have for me is a humidifier. The apartment that I'm in now, it tends to get a little bit muggy, especially when I'm going between the AC and the heat, but his room in particular, like sometimes it just gets too cold and sometimes it gets a little bit too hot, so it kind of messes with the humidity in the room. The humidifier just helps to kind of purify the air. I also put in a few drops of essential oils like lavender. Actually, I only put lavender in there. That essentially helps him go to sleep. It's kind of similar to people burning a lavender candle, or there are some Aveeno products that come with lavender in it just to help babies sleep better. So I tend to just put lavender oil in his humidifier, and it works pretty well for us. The next item that was a must-have for me during this 0 to 6 month period was a sound machine. Y'all will hear people talk about the benefits of having a sound machine, like till your ears fall off, because it's just facts. Like, I've been using the sound machine since Hunter was born, and I don't know, it's like when I turn it on, he just automatically knows like it's time for bed, or it's time for a nap, or it's just time to wind down. And it just helps to limit all outside noises. Our walls are pretty thin. We can hear everything that goes on outside. So having that sound machine kind of limits that. There are a bunch of different sound machines out there. The one that I have, I actually got as a gift at my baby shower. So I'll make sure to link the one that I have. The next item on my list is the Moby Wrap. I swear by this wrap, y'all. Like, absolutely love the Moby Wrap. I literally used it every single day. Like, every single day, multiple times a day. It's literally just like a very long, thick scarf. That's how I think of it. A very long, thick scarf that you can literally tie a whole bunch of different ways for your baby to be on you. So you can have your baby on your chest, you can have your baby on your back, but there's multiple ways to tie it. The way that I tied mine the most was to have Hunter kind of swaddled on me when he was a newborn. For me, that was just effective when it came to putting him to sleep. I feel like when I had him swaddled in the Moby Wrap, he literally went to sleep instantly. And I also think that the Moby Wrap is a lot more comfortable than like the regular like snap-on wraps. It's literally like a thick scarf, so it isn't bulky. There isn't like anything that you have to clip. The next item on my list is a baby swing. A baby swing, y'all. Like, there's also so many different baby swings. I just used the one that was gifted to me at the baby shower, but the baby swing for me was like a lifesaver when Hunter was like that 0 to 3 months. Like that 0 to 3 month period, like I feel like the baby swing saved my life. And a lot of it was because Hunter just did not like sleeping in his mini crib. He didn't like sleeping in the bassinet. And I know babies shouldn't be sleeping for long periods of time in the baby swing, but when I put him in the baby swing, he was out like a light, child. Like, he would stay asleep. It was just nice because it swings, and then the one that I had vibrated. Like, it was just heaven on earth. Okay, so the next item that I have on my, well, be careful. The next item that I have on my list is this spiral toy. Hunter was also gifted this. This was just a must-have for me. One, because it has so many different colors that I feel like babies are attracted to, and then it's just super easy to hold. This toy just made it super easy for Hunter to hold. It kind of kept him occupied. It kept him occupied in the car, at home when he was sitting in his chair, and it kind of like makes that jingly shaking sound. It does have a little jingle to it when you shake it. So I feel like he absolutely like loved and gravitated more towards that toy than all of the other toys that he had. The next item on my list is this teething giraffe. Funny, because I bought this teething giraffe when I first found out I was pregnant. First found out I was pregnant, I went to Target. Y'all know I love giraffes. I seen the teething giraffe and I'm like, yep, gotta have it. Didn't even know that it was gonna be his favorite thing ever, okay? He's been in his teething stage since about 6 months, and he just absolutely loves this giraffe. It squeaks. It's very bendable, so he loves to put the legs in his mouth and just bend it, and it just be everywhere. That's like the one thing that has to be everywhere. Like, we have to have it in the house. It has to come with us. It has to be in a diaper bag. Like, we have to bring this giraffe because he absolutely loves it. The next item is also a teething toy. I think it's called the Mombella mushroom. I'm gonna show you all. It's also going to be linked, but I recommend this one in particular for moms with babies who are breastfed, and that's because the little ears on the mushroom kind of symbolize a nipple. Even before Hunter started teething, he absolutely loved sucking on the little nipple things on the mushroom. It clips, so that was great. So I was able to like keep him occupied in the car whenever we would go places, or even just when I needed to do something and he wanted to be on me, I just gave him the mushroom and he was fine. Daisy got to both of them. Literally, like, she bit one of them and I had to order another one. And then she bit the other one and now I have to order another one, and I'm going to keep ordering them because he absolutely loves them. That's another teething toy that chef's kiss I just absolutely love and absolutely had to have it. The next item on my list is a high chair. Now, I don't per se have an actual high chair. I have the seat that can be seated on a counter. You can seat it in a chair. I started using this when he transitioned to pureed food. I absolutely love the seat that I have. I do think that I am going to get a high chair just because the tray is bigger, because we are doing baby led weaning. So to have the food on the tray, it would just be helpful because it's just a bigger space for him to be able to manipulate the food a lot easier. But the seat that I do have, I absolutely love because I can just place it on the counter and then we can kind of eat right in front of each other while I'm standing. And then while we are on the eating tip, my next item is some type of vitamin D supplement if you are breastfeeding. I think we've tried 2 different kind of vitamin D drops. I'm gonna put both of them on the screen, but we've tried 2 different kinds. He likes both. You can literally put it right on your nipple and then he just sucks it when he's breastfeeding, or you can put it on a pacifier. It just has to be sucked for like 3 seconds or something like that. But you do want to have some type of vitamin D supplement if you are breastfeeding. That is what's recommended by pediatricians. The next item on my list is the I can never pronounce this brand's name, but it is their glow in the dark pacifiers. Y'all, Hunter is not a pacifier boy, okay? Like, that was one thing that I didn't want him to get used to. I did not want him to get used to no binky. So he is not used to no binky. Like, he is not a pacifier dude. But there are times where I can give him the pacifier and he'll choose if he wants to put it in his mouth. So most times when he's sleepy or like his teeth is bothering him and I give him the pacifier, he'll put it in his mouth. And I like the the dark ones because they're just easier to find. Like, they're easier to find, and I just actually like that brand because I do have the Mam bottles and I know that they're good for babies that are breastfed, and he actually likes those pacifiers as well. I did have the Advent pacifiers, but he doesn't too much like that one. So absolutely love the glow in the dark pacifiers. I think I have like 7 of them everywhere. They're in the diaper bag, in his room, in my room. Like, everywhere. The next item on my list is the Razbaby feeder, I believe it's called. There are different variations of these. This is just the one that I have, and it's pretty much a handheld teething device where it has this silicone type of nipple that is open, where you can put in different types of fruits and vegetables for your baby to suck on. I don't put fresh fruits in there. I put frozen fruits in there because, again, Hunter is teething and I see it as a little popsicle, and he absolutely loves it. Like, absolutely. Wanna get out? Come on. You can be in this part. You can be in my video. I put frozen blueberries. I put frozen mangoes, frozen bananas. And it's super easy to clean. It's very easy for him to manipulate and hold it. Sometimes he likes banging it everywhere. Definitely recommend some type of feeder item like that, especially if you're transitioning to food for your baby. The next item on my must-have list are books. Books, okay? I have been collecting books since my baby shower. That was one of the things that I told the guests to bring. Instead of cards, bring books. And I say that because from a developmental perspective, the more words you allow your baby to hear, it helps them later on when it comes to their own language development. The next item that was a must-have for me, I actually got when he was about 2 months old, and it was the Lovevery Play Gym. For me, the Play Gym, I wanted something that was gonna have some longevity to it. I think for me, when it comes to buying toys, it just creates a lot of junk. Like, when you just keep buying kids toys and toys and toys that aren't really doing anything for them, but just keeping them occupied for what, 5 minutes, it's just creating clutter. So I wanted to be really intentional about the types of toys and things like that that I was buying. So for me, the Play Gym just made sense. One, it was a play gym that can grow with him, so not only as a newborn with him being on his back and being able to see all of the sensory things that the play gym has to offer, but when we transition him over to tummy time, he's able to sit up on his own, like all of those different ages and stages. And we literally still use the play mat to this day. A cute little sheet that acts as a tent. So sometimes when we're on the balcony and there's a lot of sun out, he be in his little tent, big chilling. I just absolutely love the play gym. Compared to some play gyms, it is a lot of money. It's like $140, but again, it's so worth it because you will not have to buy anything else like it for a while. And then the last item on my list of must-have is some type of camera situation, some type of camera that lets you know what your baby is doing while in their crib. When he was, say, like 0 to 3 months, it wasn't that big of a deal because of course they're sleeping in the same room as you. But once Hunter started to transition to his own crib, it was a must for me, especially because I tend to close the door when he's sleeping. I have on the sound machine, and then I have a balcony. So if you have a place that's like an upstairs, downstairs, or if you have a back porch, or you know, anything like that, I didn't want to restrict myself to only being in places where I can hear him if he woke up. So having a camera was just a lot easier. And then the camera that I have, so I have the outlet camera, and I also like how it tells you the temperature in the room as well as the humidity. It'll alert you if it's too cold or too hot. So I like that as well. And then it sends you a notification if there's a motion or sound detected. I really liked that as well. That is pretty much it for this video, you guys. Those were a lot of different items, but it was within a 0 to 6 month time frame. So those were all the items that I found to be really helpful for me, especially being a first-time mom. Just transition really nicely. I kid y'all not, like, these are all items that I use religiously every day, multiple times a day, and I know that they will also make your life a lot easier as well. If you all have any questions about any of the products that I talked about, let's chat down in the comment section. All of the items will be linked in my description box for all of the ones that I can find, because y'all know the internet be interneting. Okay, until next time, thank you all so much for tuning in to another video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Say subscribe. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hunter, want to say bye? Let's say bye. Say bye-bye. Look, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, bye y'all.